for things we can do for ourselves that will help us with stress. So in our lives, we have transitions, and when before the internet and all that, the transitions were from the house to outside. And so it was 1 or 2 transitions a day. But now we have transitions all the time. We have interruptions. We have phone calls all of a sudden where we might be reading, we have a phone call, we try to get back to it. And so our brain is always on the alert because we don't take time between things. So we want to talk about how we can transition a little bit better between each of our activities and give ourselves a minute to go from one thing to another thing. And so we can slow down a little bit. So the question is, what restores you? Let's see. So I want you to think about that for yourself. What restores you? What kind of things refresh you? What makes you feel a little better? What helps you recover and gives you strength? What renews you? What brings you peace of mind in your life? So kind of ponder that while we're working on this. So the first thing we're going to do a doodle of is our thoughts. So what kind of thoughts restore you and make you feel better? Some of mine are just breathe. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves to breathe and just take a few simple breaths, or what we talked about last week is do the psychological sigh, the physiological sigh, where it's 2 breaths in, you breathe deep, and then you finish filling up your lungs on the second breath, and then let it out slowly. But we'll talk about that later. We want to talk about that one again. Another thought that helps me is, what can I learn from this? And another one is, it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, isn't that funny? Doesn't have to be perfect. And another thought that I have a lot is I worked on having a lot is, you are going to be okay. And in this moment, I am safe. Sometimes my brain gets away with me and I come up with all the reasons that I'm not safe. And in this moment, if I think about how in this moment right now I'm safe. And what are your thoughts? So think about your thoughts. I'm going to give you what mine are, but I want you to think about what your thoughts might be too. Another thought I have is, I'm in control of me. This one's really helped me to remind me that I can say no to things, but I don't need to try to control other people to be happy. Let's see. Another one is, what is the next best step